Would you like to know how to use visual branding to amplify your brand? If you would, just continue watching. My name is Katinka Kernet. I'm a personal brand photographer and visual brand expert located in Melbourne. This is my channel or place to give you tips and tricks that will help you create a strong visual brand for your business that will attract your ideal customer and have them coming back for more. In this video, I'm going to talk about my top 3 tips for creating a consistent and strong visual brand that will make you become recognizable online. So tip number 1 is all around style guide and having your style guide in place. Tip number 2 is personal brand and personal brand photography and how to use this. Tip number 3 is how consistency is the key to everything. Right, let's get started. At the end, I like having an actionable tip or an actionable action. So there's a downloadable blank template that you can plug your style guide information into so that you have it there ready and easy to find. If you need some help with this, let me know because I'm totally happy to help. Have a chat, go through this with you and see if we can come up with something that's strong and perfect for your brand. Let's get started. So, tip number 1, style guide. We need a style guide. A style guide tells you all the elements that go with your brand and how to use them. So very simply, we need to have your logo, the different ways you can use your logo, if you've got different ways of creating your logo, they should all be in your style guide. You need to have the fonts you use, the colors that you use, any extra patterns or elements that you use to enhance your brand. And you need to have them all in one place. You also can add a mood board in there that shows your visual style from a photography point of view so that it's easy for you to find different images that will portray the visual style of your brand. So by having all of these things easy and in one spot on a page or 2, it's very easy for you to create consistency in your brand, but also for you to give it to other people. So you can have your VA creating graphics for you, or you can give it to a graphic designer, a photographer, your web design person. You can have tone of voice in there as well so that you can use different copywriters. All of these things make your life a lot easier. So that's tip number 1, get your style guide sorted. Tip number 2, personal branding. I know it's like one of those buzz things we're talking about at the moment, but it really is important. Personal branding is a way of connecting with your customer, and especially if you're an online business, you need to use it so that people know you and recognize you. What you want is people to see you somewhere and know who you are. You don't want to be in this conversation where they're like, oh yeah, hi, oh that name sounds kind of familiar, and then you say your business and they're like, oh, I know that business, but they don't know you. So show up, use video, use professional photos, use selfies, but use a combination of them to create on-brand images for your business that really engage your customer. And by doing that, they will remember you. And personal branding is an on and offline kind of thing as well. You don't want to show up online and then be different offline. You need to be the same in both places. So really think about this when you pick a brand photographer. Pick someone who has your style. Don't go for the really glamoured up look if that's just not you. You need to look real on and offline. So tip number 3 is about consistency is the key to everything. The reason we recognize brands, the big brands, is because they are consistent. They consistently show up in the places that we expect. They show up in the way we expect. They use the colors and the fonts that we expect. They have templates for the way that they create their graphics, their visuals, the way that they talk. Everything is organized so that we recognize them. So you need to do the same for your brand. You need to have templates where you show up in a consistent way online. You need to have all your brand elements sorted so that people see that pattern and know it's your pattern. They see that logo and they know that it's your logo. And you need to show up also in a consistent way. So don't be flurry, and then I don't see you for 10 years. You need to be, whatever you decide to do, it needs to be consistent. So if you send out an email every 2 weeks, send it out every 2 weeks. If you send out an email every 4 weeks, send it out every 4 weeks, but just be consistent. If you post online, post in a consistent manner so people know what to expect when. So consistency is key. So I hope that was helpful. This is my top 3 tips. Use a style guide, use personal branding to help attract your customer, and be consistent. I would love to know how you go. Please download the template and send me a message if you need any help. You can find me over at katinkakernett.com, or you can find the link through my channel. Bye.